we all know that our CEO Han-Gil Park was not new to network marketing, right? He himself was to be one of the top leader in one of the network marketing in Australia. It was back in 1992. And let me tell you a little bit story about our CEO Han-Gil Park. It was a privilege to share his story because it was an amazing journey, how he can build this amazing company named ATOMY. So in 1992, he was already working as an employee. I remember he was working as selling car parts, you know, like parts for the car, and for 17 years. And then what he thought that if I keep working for this company as an employee, he wouldn't be able to get rich, right? So he went to a business trip to Australia, and actually he met to one of the business partner of that company that he works for, and he was introduced to network marketing. That was the first encounter with network marketing for our CEO Han-Gil Park. At that time, right away he joined, and then he did it, and he started from the bottom. So he started from nothing to from zero until he become top of the rank. That means he already at the peak of that company. So he didn't really know what happened when you're already at the peak of a company, right? And when you become one of the leaders, right? He saw all the leaders over there. They don't have any humility or humble, right? They don't. Normally, when you start a company or in a network marketing, you're very humble because you haven't made anything, right? But when you start making money, that's where the pride comes in. So he saw that in all the leaders, though, that they built the business for so many years. Once they already become the leader, they become proud, right? The pride changed them. So they wasted all those years that they already built. So long story short, he actually quit that company. And then in 1999, he created his own company named I Am Korea. And he thought at that time, because internet just starting, and he thought if he could have a company that related to internet-based, what do you call, like a structure, he could have a successful company. So he did that for 3 years. What happened in that 3 years, right? He was selling what the other 50 different network marketing products into his website. But you all know, back in 1999, 2000, internet wasn't as popular like now, right? Everyone doesn't have a smartphone back then. All are like just like a small digital flip phone, maybe like a big one. So internet wasn't a thing back then, right? So one by one, the company left his company and he finally got bankrupt. He had nothing, right? See, so he even lost his house, he lost his car, he lost everything. So he went bankrupt. So, and also he got ill because he was diagnosed for liver cirrhosis and also a diabetic. So he was very, very ill. And then one of the doctor friend told him, if you keep working, you know, you might die, because what's the use of a father at home, but you're not there, meaning he died, right? It's better you have nothing, but you're still alive. That was his doctor friend told him. But our CEO Han-Gil Park said, maybe you're right. Maybe I should take it easy. And then in that moment from 2000, so it was 1999 to 2002, that's when he got bankrupt. For so many years, he was looking for a company, for a network marketing company that has these 4 criteria. And that company must have all of them, not just 3 of them or 2 of them. No, he was looking for all 4 of them. What is the first one? The first one is that company must have an experienced CEO, right? Some of the company, the CEO doesn't know anything. What I mean by experience is you have to be the best at this field. It means you have to be best in network marketing or MLM. But none of them know pretty much about the network marketing. They pretty much have money and they hire somebody else to run their job, right? But that's not the one that he was looking for. So looking at our CEO, what is he experienced for? Like I said earlier, he reached the top rank in 3 years in that network marketing in Australia. He was one of the top leader over there, right? And then he was the first president of Korean Network Marketing Leaders Club. He was the first when that club being established. And he used to be a center leader. And this is very important when I heard him saying about why everyone wants to become center leader. Because if you have heard the ATOMY compensation plan, how much the center leader get? About 6%, right? 6% is pretty low. And because compensation plan, we got about 35%. But being a center leader, you only compensated for 6%. But I'm not gonna go deep about that because he did that on purpose. Because imagine if he compensated too big of a center leader, you mean too big of a compensation plan for the center leader, everyone want what? Not gonna let everyone leave that center, right? We are all in the Toronto Success Center. Imagine if the center leader doesn't want everyone to create their own center, what happened? They're gonna stop everyone to create their own center. But that's not what our CEO wants. He wants everyone, when they reach the certain rank, open your own center, because the more the better, right? That's the purpose of he make that center leader commission pretty low. And the fourth one is he created the righteous compensation plan. What does it mean? Right?
Mike, you're muted.
Can hear you, Mike.
Hello?
Yeah, now we can hear you.
Oh, sorry, maybe my Wi-Fi got disconnected.
Ah, okay, perfect. Yeah.
All right. So, yeah, he created the righteous compensation plan. It's not just any compensation plan, but it is the righteous. That means everyone, regardless what your level, you will be compensated, right? And the next one, a CEO that see the money as number. It's not just as a money, but as a number to be managed. What does it mean? You must have the ability to know where to invest for the company, right? So they have to know where to invest that money for the company, for the growth of the company and all the members. And the last one, that CEO must have the vision to be the number one. So that is the experienced CEO of our ATOMY business. We are so lucky to have the CEO like this. And the second criteria was that company must sell household products. It means daily household products, right? If a company only sell like juice or necklace or mattresses, you know, those are not daily household products, right? There are many companies that sell those kind of products. They mean like out of the world product. They said it could increase your ion in your body or increase your immune system by wearing the necklace, right? So it is important to know that the company is selling the daily household products. So we know that our ATOMY product is what? Absolute product. It means we are only selling the high quality with affordable price. You cannot get any item with this quality, but with this price. Usually it's high price, right? That's very common. Like our shampoo. If you go to the health store, that's at least 30, 40 bucks. But in our ATOMY, it's only like, how much? $13, right? So it is a very absolute price, affordable price. It means people will make repeat purchases. That's what it means. if a business doesn't have any repeat orders or customer is not making repeat purchases, your company will pretty much die, right? Yes, some company, they'll tell you, hey, you have to buy when you join. People will join that company and buy huge amount of products. Why? Not because they need it, because it's a requirement. And then after they been in that company for, let's say, a year, there's a reach certain ranks, you have to maintain your ranks, right? If you don't make the purchase based on your rank, what's gonna happen? You're gonna go down to the member level. Or maybe even lose your income in the company. So people are buying products not because they need it. Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay,
Oh.
you didn't lose my voice, right?
No.
No, okay. So yeah, so what he said is that company must have a business or a products that people will be willing to purchase by their own will, right? Not because they are forced or they are told by the uplines or the company to make those purchases. So if you have that business that will make repeat purchases over and over and over, that will make true residual income. This is the second criteria that the company, our CEO was looking for a business that has this second criteria. For example, like this, he also mentioned about the business is based on the consumer, which means all this consumer at the bottom, if they don't go up the rank, it means they're stop making income actively, they're gonna go away because they think it's too hard for them, right? Because our products or the ATOMY products has the absolute quality and absolute price, eventually this consumer will make income anyhow, right? Regardless what your background, you could be a house maker or you could be a teacher, you could be anything, it doesn't matter. As long as you keep using and keep sharing, eventually you will make that income in ATOMY. So household products is because it's a daily necessities. So this consumer will go up the rank. Instead of being the red one here, they're gonna be part of the active income over here. So now is actually part of the B section. So this chart will keep growing in that kind of company that's selling absolute quality, absolute price products, right? If that company is only selling certain items, one or two items, maybe like health products, that they say can heal this kind of health problem or anything, Sorry, give me 1 second. It's my son kept yelling. He needs the Wi-Fi.
So the beauty the mic is talking about right now, it has been uploaded to our CH ATOMY channel. So after this Zoom meeting, probably you all go and check it out. It was a really good video that we have watched from one day seminar, July, and a lot of information you should make as yours and you will be able to share to many of your partners.
Yeah, sorry everyone, got the disturbance. So yes, what he said is, if that company cannot create success of our consumer or customers, you will gonna have a dying business. So it is very crucial the second criteria is met, right? So he doesn't just go, because remember, he used to be a top leader back then, and then he quit, he created his own company, IM Korea, and then he got bankrupt. So, and then he got sick for so many years. So within that years, he actually was still looking until he told himself, if I could find this 4 criteria company, I'm going to join, I'm going to start from zero, I'm going to make myself successful. And what happened after 5 years? He couldn't even find one. That's why he created this company, ATOMY, based on these criteria. What is the third one? It's a marketing or compensation plan, right? There are so many different marketing plan, right? You know, like a lineage. Our ATOMY business has what? Binary plan. It means you only have two legs, left and right. He mentioned in his VOD was there's a company mostly in America. That's what he said, in USA, maybe in Canada as well. We have what is called like a sunflower, right? So you have first, you have one line. If you want to have the second tier commission, you must have two lines. And then if you want to have the third level commission, it means whatever the third level under you, they make the purchase. If you want to get that PV, you have to have three lines. If you want to have fourth level, then you have four lines. So you keep opening until like a sunflower. It's like a sun, right? And then that what is called like a stair. And he said it's very, very hard because imagine, not all of us born to do network marketing, right? Most of us said, what? Like myself, when I heard about the ATOMY, I ran away. I refused, I rejected. I said, no, nobody loves MLM. The reason was, back when he was doing the IM Korea company, at that time, there was a lot of pyramid scheme. You know, pyramid scheme, you invested certain amount of money, and then you recruited 2 or 5 people, depending on the plan. You keep doing the same. So people are investing their capital or their money in hope of getting income, right? That is true if you started first. But if you started a year later, 2 years later, he said it's impossible. That's why at that time, people are so fed up with the MLM. Nobody loves MLM, even until today, right? I don't think if you explain to a friend, hey, we are ATOMY company, we are MLM, and we have this compensation plan, I guarantee 99.9%, they're gonna say no. Trust me. If you have one that say, hey, I love MLM, let me sign up, I'll give you $100. But in reality, it's not gonna happen. So that was what I say, because the MLM already have the bad reputation, the bad names out of in this world. So it is very hard to get successful in that business. So that's why he created this compensation plan, not just any compensation plan. We call it righteous compensation plan, because it doesn't matter where your downlines is, as long as they're under you, you will get how much? 100% of their PV. Imagine you only have 2 legs like this. We are a binary system, right? You cannot have third leg, right? For sure, you cannot have third leg. So imagine this: if you only started, of course, you only have 1 here. Then the second person you're gonna register here, right? As long as they are different group. And you have the third person. You're not gonna open another leg here, right? You're gonna put them here, the third person. When you have the fourth person, you're gonna put them here, right? So this is what is called the synergy, or the co-working together in this compensation plan or marketing plan. So regardless where they are, as long as they're under you, when they make the purchase, you will get the PV. That's why it's called unlimited levels. This is created not just for the sake of the company, but this is for the sake of the consumer or the customer, right? Imagine this: if you are not good in sales, if you're not good in selling or public speaking, or if you're not good at recruiting, what's gonna happen? You're not gonna have anyone there, right? But because we have a binary system, you will have someone eventually, you like it or not. For example, this is, let's say it's me here, and I recruited Odette, right? Odette doesn't know how to talk to people, doesn't know how to sell. She pretty much doesn't know anything, but she loves MOM, right? But I love recruiting. I love talking to people, right? I love explaining ATOMY. Then if I have the third people, where am I gonna put them? Of course, under Odette, right? And I keep putting people because I keep recruiting, right? But Odette will have members under her. So if you don't understand this, it's okay. It took me about 6 months to fully understand the ATOMY compensation plan. And what our CEO said that the compensation plan has to be easy, but has to be long-term. Some company, you can be successful in very, very short term. It means 1 or 3 months, you could make thousands of dollars. But in ATOMY, it's not going to be like that. It takes time because he said this is a long-term business. This is not like overnight success. It requires effort and patience and faith, right? So, but he created this plan for everyone. It means everyone in ATOMY, as long as you don't quit. That's the key. If you quit, that's it. You won't get anything. But if you keep staying in this company, regardless the challenges, obstacles, right, the hardship, eventually will be something in ATOMY, right? And the third one is, yes, we all know, is global ID. What he said is, when you join in that country, let's say in Canada, you're not going to be able to recruit people outside Canada. Pretty simple, because our company is in Canada, right? So he was looking a company that has the chance that can go global. None of them. Pretty much they're all in Korea, right? Because he was living in Korea. So he couldn't find a company that can branch out to other countries. What is the next one, the last one? The fourth criteria is a system that can train the consumer to be successful. Because he was very ill, so he know that he couldn't go everywhere and lecture to all the leaders. You know, he need to have a company that have the system that can bring the customer success. But none of them exist. That's what he said, right? That's why he created ATOMY. We are very lucky, right? Every week, we're in Canada, we have about 2 weeks, every 2 weeks we have a seminar, online seminar. But if you go to every country, pretty much you could have every week an online seminar, right? Leaders global Zoom meeting is every week. So a company created this system for who? For us. Even you, like I mentioned, Odette first probably doesn't know anything about ATOMY. Because she started to get income, she got motivated, right? She want to earn more and more. But what's the key? You have to stick to the success system. Then we as a sponsor, maybe I don't even know how to speak in front of Odette. So I tell Odette, why don't you join the success system? It's every Tuesday and Thursday, right? 7:30 p.m. Then if Odette wants to learn, right, she could join. Then she could also be in the system, and eventually she will be successful in that business. So this is the fourth criteria that our CEO wants to find in any company, but he couldn't find it. Like I mentioned, the first one is one-day seminar, right? The reason is you have to attend a one-day seminar is not just because you want to see the leader there. Of course, you want to see who's going to be the speaker over there, right? But you also want to learn the compensation plan, the marketing plan. Remember, it took me almost 6 months to fully understand. So if your sponsor of your upline just explain it once, I guarantee you, you're not going to be able to grasp it, right? It takes time to get it, because even after 6 years, some people still confused. How do they get the mastership bonus, right? So it is crucial that you attend every seminar. That's why they call it the success system. If you want to be successful, plug into the system. The second one is Success Academy. This one is my favorite because it's not just showing how to be successful, but they're going to teach you how to write your life scenario. Why do we have to have a life scenario? Because if you never write down your scenario for your life, what's going to happen? You're going to drift there. You know, when your friend told you, hey, this is a successful business, you're going to follow them. You keep switching your what do you call, your way, because one told me to go left, one told me to go right. So you never have your own direction where you want to be successful in your life, right? That's why they call it academy, because they teach you one by one how to fill up your life scenario. If you haven't done it, talk to your upline. It is very, very important to follow that one. Then the third one is education center, like this. Every week we have twice meeting, Zoom, right? Those are the education center because we want to educate our members so they're able to stand by themselves in front of the prospect, right? You couldn't just rely on your upline all the time, you know. Oh, okay, I'll wait until Jonathan wake up because he was able to explain it better than me. What if Jonathan left the country going to Hawaii for 3 months? Then you don't have any business, right? So you have to be able to stand alone by yourself in order to explain it to somebody else. That's why you have to attend the education center. And the last one, if you're still not enough, maybe you didn't get enough from the one-day seminar, such as Academy or Education Center, you always can go to Channel ATOMY. It's free. You don't even have to log in. All you have to do, what? Make sure you go to the website and type in CS ATOMY. Now it's even better because you can even go, let's say you don't speak English, you only speak Indonesian, right? And then you just go to the Indonesian channel ATOMY, everything will be in Indonesian. If you don't speak Indonesian, maybe you only speak Chinese, you just go to China channel ATOMY or Taiwan, right? Everything will be in Mandarin, right? So these are the tools that our CEO said, this is very important. If only the first three, remember the first one is what? Experienced CEO. The second one is the products that sells itself. It has to be what? Daily household items. And the third one, it has to be a good marketing and compensation plan. If only those three, but there is no system that can support the downlines or the members, you're not going to be successful. That's why he said all these four are created because he couldn't find any other company that has these four criteria. So we are very lucky. When I heard this, pretty much like I'm crying inside. I was so lucky. I was introduced by my sponsor, this company. What if he didn't introduce this amazing business opportunity? I pretty much I missed that boat, right? So I was very lucky. 2 years ago, I found this amazing company, you know, even though I rejected for the first few days, but after 2 weeks, after I researched, I gathered all information about this company. I fell in love. Then after that 2 weeks, I was going crazy about ATOMY. I talked ATOMY in my dream, right? So there was how crazy I am until today. So we are very, very blessed to have a CEO, not just experience, right? He was so many achievement in network marketing, but he was also a man of integrity. It means he have the man of a pure conscience to help people, right? That's why what he said is this: when you have pride, imagine if you study an ATOMY, of course you are very humble because you don't make anything. Then you become sales master, you start making money. Then you become auto sales master, you're even making money more, right? Then you're going up chart the ladder very, very fast. When you're already at the auto sales master. Because why? Because the group will grow by itself. Then this is what happened, he said. People will get what? Pride. The more higher the ladder, the more pride of your being, of your getting into that person. So that's why in one of our company motto, if you remember, the fourth one is serve in humility. It means you have to humble yourself. The higher you are in the business, the more humble you have to be. That's why he put it amazingly in that fourth ATOMY company model, because he wants everyone to be humble when you already be a leader in ATOMY company, right? So that's why every aspect of ATOMY business, I love them 100%.